Hi, thank you for having me on the show again. It's just
Uh,
me
Thank
today.
you.
Uh,
Oh, it's just you
yes,
today.
yes, it
So
is.
listen, but a
Yes, it is.
lot is happening. The fact that it's just you doesn't diminish what's going on. I understand that you all have not even launched as yet, and already you have thousands of people signed up. You are providing a
Yes.
very vital service and training people on what it is that they're signing up for and giving them a wonderful sort of holding hand experience so that they understand and make better decisions.
Yeah, like part of our ethos, part of who we are is, we're a tool for people in their financial lives. And so we strive every day to make investing easier, as well as to educate people on uh, how to become financially educated. Because the truth is, and I'll be the first to tell you guys, listeners at home, no one is born knowing anything about money. You have to be
Mhm.
taught. Uh, and that's just how it is.
Now, give us an
So
idea
so we
already.
Mhm.
Sorry, yeah.
Go on.
I love talking
Give
to
us
your
an
team.
idea.
Yeah, I love talking to your team because I understand that I was making inquiries like, hey, listen, so what's happening? What's going on? I know that you came out very, very, very convincingly and impressively, perhaps maybe 2 months ago or so. But since then, people have
Mhm.
been beating down the door, wanting to get more information and wanting to start putting their money in a safer spot, somewhere that really sort of has the potential to give them more in terms of rewards.
Mhm. Yeah, and so that's exactly what Arawak X does. We are a platform that's online, and we're regulated by the Securities Commission, which means that we've went and spent a bunch of time getting the proper licenses and the proper things. So no, this is not a Ponzi scheme. We have licenses, and we're real people, and you can find us. So. But what Arawak X does is we solve a very old problem. So on one hand, you have businesses that are trying to grow, right? They have a great idea. They need money. And on the
Mm-hmm.
other hand, you have investors that are looking for a better return on their money. You got a couple of dollars squirreled away, and you want that money to grow. But how do those two entities come together? And so traditionally, how they come together is over what's called the stock exchange, and all Arawak is a stock exchange over the internet. So a little bit of finance, but it's a very old problem just solved with in a new way.
Very new,
So
innovative ways. Well, I like the sound of that. I also understand that the company Arawak X is growing as a platform, attracting new
mhm.
businesses. And when you see that happen, obviously, then we know that business owners, investors are extremely discerning. And so to gain the confidence so quickly of new businesses must mean a lot.
Well, our team is not, so even though the company itself is new, the technology is new and the regulations are new. Everybody in this company has been involved in business at a high level for when you look at the senior execs for as many as 20 years each. So between them, over 150 years. And it's the business. So it's not like the team is new. The team is very seasoned. This is just a new iteration of something old. And so when you look at business, when we look at business, there's some things that are fundamentally, they don't ever change. And the first thing that doesn't change with businesses is what is the value that's created. Like I like to talk about Coca-Cola because every time I have a Coca-Cola, I think back to certain memories that were in my childhood that I really enjoy. That's what happens when I buy a Coke. I'm not just drinking that Coke for a sugary sweet drink. For me, that's
Mhm.
it brings back all of that. So that's value. Or when you go into a restaurant, why do you choose to sometimes go into a nicer restaurant than just get chicken in the bag? You do it because there's additional value for it, and so that's really kind of what
And
good
the
business is.
feeling, the comfort, the all of that it brings, and you sort of going back to that one item or that familiarity. And obviously, that is what Arawak X
Exactly.
is establishing itself as, and obviously, what it's sort of gaining the reputation of becoming. Because, like I said, I have a few friends. And I've been hearing incredible things about people who, from high end people who can afford, I guess, to come in at wherever they come in, to everyday Jane and Joes on the street who are also finding a wonderful opportunity to have savings and investments and cause their monies to have greater returns than it normally would through the traditional means.
Yeah, and that's our mission. We're about financial inclusion. The world right now is crazy. It's crazy on a lot of different fronts. We got COVID. We are in the political season. Economically things are bad. So a lot of people are thinking about the future, and the future. You need mechanisms to save. You need mechanisms to invest because. Where we all are right now, we can't, we don't want to stay here. We need ways of getting out of this hole. So all we're doing is trying to make sure that everyone has the ability to participate in this new economy that we see coming out of this.
It absolutely is, and I love the fact that Arawak X has tied itself in very neatly to this new economy, and that is this sort of virtual space. Yes, there is a sort of a setup, and there are going to be several as well about town and eventually, I guess, across the country. But certainly, what is happening is a very ease of doing business, ease of making your weekly, monthly deposits, etc., which is really, really super. Now, talk us through, please, D'Arcy, of this sort of education, this hub for education to become more financially literate.
So we have set up a community investor education center. The first one right now is in Sandyport, but we intend to do one close to the University of the Bahamas, one in the East, and one in the Carmichael area. And the purpose of them is so that people can come in and kind of learn what a stock market is, get some basic financial education, as well as how to use the platform. And then if you need to talk to a real person or you're having trouble with the app, be trained on the app, because we understand that technology can be scary, especially if it's the first time you're seeing it. But we hope is that once you get used to using it, you'll be able to use it. And then as new companies are listed, like what's about to happen on Monday, you'll be able to just jump right on. You'll say, you know what? I love that company. I love that team. They create magic. And, I'm going to purchase some shares, and you'll be able to go right on your phone and do it from wherever you are. So that's what we're trying to do.
That's really super. And just talk about, first of all, when do you officially launch? And talk about the fact that it's really just sort of the biggest kept secret still, and people have already began beating down the door, showing up literally at Arawak X and taking advantage of the online portals.
So on Monday at 9 a.m., the first two companies are going to be publicly listed. So you'll be able to buy shares in these companies. Yeah. So we've it's been a long time coming, but the companies are amazing. By law, I'm only allowed to say certain things because everybody is supposed to receive information at the same time. But what I can say is that one of those companies is in the tourism space. The other is a popular restaurant. So when you see it, you're about to see.
I'll tell you this before I want to interrupt you for 1 second, just to commend you all, because ordinarily when you hear about, say, for example, a company is offering shares or I think what is the other word they call it, bonds, etc. Oftentimes you don't qualify really to even begin to enter into and know how. And what you all have done, Arawak X has done, truly is bring those opportunities right to the doorstep, to the keyboard of the average person who wants to get in, who wants to be able to say, talk about their investment portfolio, and who wants to be able to see something coming in, however the dividends are set up and the payments are set up to have returns. It is just the most amazing thing. For years, I'll tell you this, for years as a young reporter, I would cover many of these share offerings and be like, dang, I wish I could. But now this sounds like such a reality.
And it is a reality. I know we like to say the Bahamas is like 20 years in the past. Well, the present, now it's time. So it's now people have the ability to do so. Like I said, take a look at the team, take a look at, don't just listen to my voice with these things. Take a look, evaluate for yourself. All the information is there. Do some research, ask around town. When you're looking at a company, we like to use the Team with Magic acronym. So TEAM stands for the executive, advisors, and management. So the people running this business, have they done it before? Have they done something similar? Do they have the skills to make this thing work? If the answer is yes, if you like their story, then okay, that's the first thing. Because a good team in business can really make a company work. Think Steve Jobs.
Yes.
When he was there at Apple, he made it work. Bill Gates, Steve Wozniak. So teams are really important. The magic stands for M, a market that's big. So you have to be going after real money. You can't be talking about no little bit of money. You're gonna do a small business. No, this is not small business. This is people who are trying to do big business. A stands for access. Can that person with their or that company with their product get in front of people? There's no sense in saying, I want to have sell handbags, straw bags to the Chinese, and you can't get in front of the people in China. Now, if you can get in front of them, okay, maybe we're having a conversation. Then there's G. G is growth. Stands for growth of at least 10 times. This guy is not just trying to use your money to do debt or to pay his school fee. He's trying to use your money to grow his business 10 times. Okay. I is innovative. Something about the company has to be innovative, new, exciting, unique. There has to be some, pizzazz about the company. And then C is the corporate governance, and that's stuff that finance people and lawyers and accountants love to talk about. But really what that means is that it's just structured in a way that when you put your money in, you can get your money back out. And so we select and vet companies on ArrowACX for that Team with Magic acronym. So everything, we can't guarantee a business is going to work. Nobody can. Anybody who says that they can, guaranteed returns and all that stuff, they're lying to you. They're probably trying to scam you. But what you can guarantee is that the companies fit certain molds, and you're not going to waste your money, because there's certain things that you're definitely going to waste your money on. Like if you invest in a business and they have no accountant, that's your money gone. That's going to walk out 9 times out of 10, because it's just, there's certain controls. There's certain ways of doing business that people have discovered over time. So what we've done is we take best practices and we make sure all the businesses follow best practices. And then it's about, like I say, it comes back down to the team and the idea, and whether or not you believe this is possible. And then people
and according to the feedback I'm getting, and I've spoken to like a handful of times to a couple of your team members, your senior team members, and people are convinced. People are getting in there. People are happy for the opportunity to invest and have access to areas, companies, etc., that they normally would not have. And so it sounds like it's really a wonderful, wonderful recipe and a great mix. And so again, this is D'Arcy Rahming Jr., who is from ArrowACX, talking about the official launch, and get this, come Monday, you said the first two?
The first two companies.
An additional two.
First two.
An additional two companies. Yes, are going to be launching on the ArrowACX, which gives you just sort of a wider field to be able to decide how you're going to make your money work for you, where you're going to put your money and how that's going to happen. And to just give you that option of just, having options and access where before now they were not available, or they were extremely difficult to get into. And then of course there is that sort of school, educational financial hub, where you can learn properly about investing, about the stock market, about how is it that you can smartly make the moves and in the investments that you want to. Is there contact information? Is there social media pages, etc., that people can go on, follow, to be able to get up to the minute advice, announcements, that kind of thing?
So you know something, Shenique? Talking about before we get to the details,
Mm-hmm.
people have to understand that you know you work really hard for your money. So how you choose to spend
Yes.
your money is on you, and nobody should really tell you how to choose to spend your money. And so what all financial education is to do is to make sure that you're able to structure your money so that you can live the life that you want. Whether it's to buy the house,
Yes.
start the business, go on vacations to Europe, whatever. That's all okay. And I think in the past, financial people have tried to tell people how to live their life. Save, stop drinking coffee, save,
Yeah, Jesus, they
extra
could
five
be a little
dollars a day.
strict. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I mean, and they're being unrealistic because most of them are broke too, if you really want to know. But yeah, it's so they don't know what they're talking about. Um, so all Arawak X is a tool for people to be able to financially live the lives that they want. And so to get started, go on arawakx.com.
You are speaking so many people's language right there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I mean, you work hard for your money. I mean, you
Mm-hmm.
should be able to do what you want with your money. I mean, those 40 hours a week on that job, that I didn't do that, you did that. So what am I supposed to do telling you how you're supposed to live with your money? So anyway, don't. That's one of my passion points. I personally don't like when people tell me what to do with my money, and so
Mm-hmm.
I try not to tell people what to do with their money. All
Yes.
Arawak X is a tool for people to be able to, invest. We're trying to make it super easy. As we're going through this process, I really wanted to come on your show to um, make sure that there's a spelling mistake in Arawak there. But what I really wanted to do is to tell people that to sign up, it's free to sign up. You don't go through the process. We are because these are assets that you're buying. So an asset is something like your house or like a duplex. It has to be registered in your legal name. So when they ask for your passport, your NIB card, and your driver's license and proof of address, that's what they're trying to get to. Who
Mm-hmm.
really is trying to buy this thing? Because once it's registered in your name, that's yours. And the only way
Mm-hmm.
you can get rid of that is if you sell it, transfer it, or die and it gets willed to somebody else,
Mm-hmm.
or you use it as collateral and the bank takes it or something. But
Right.
it's yours. It's an asset, like a car. You can't. So that's the reason for the sign up process, but that takes time. Please go sign up now because the shares are on a first come first served basis, which means that when they have sold out, there will be no more shares, and I cannot help you. And if you're currently in the onboarding process, so if your passport and all of that information is before compliance, and they haven't okayed you yet, we can't sell any shares to you. This is financial service. So please get registered now. So on Monday at 9 a.m. you can make a decision and you could be first in the path,
Right.
first on the platform. Mm-hmm.
Right. And so once again, that is Arawak. Thank you, Kara. Arawaks, ARAWAKX.com. Go on
.com.
there, register, get those information in because it's financial services, it's stringent, and that's really just for just levels of protection, really, and to make sure that you are who you are, and it's all legally registered and done. And hey,
That's
man,
right.
let's go, guys. Jesus, let me tell you, this is the time, truly, I feel, in our country. You don't sit and sort of depend on the elected official or get so caught up in that. That's fine. That has its place. But the thing is, what I think this period has taught us more than anything is, what do you have, or that it's best and
Yeah.
wise to grow what you have, so that it's something that you feel comfortable with and not very stressed and tight, etc. And so certainly take advantage of this. This is an incredible opportunity. ARAWAKX.com, arawakx.com. go and get registered. The first 2 companies will be, they will go live. I guess I can say that on Monday.
They go live. They go live.
Yeah, right. I know, right? And you have access to it. And then, guys, you're not left out in the cold. Get that? You heard DRC talk about it a minute ago. You're not left out in the cold. There is an educational component to it, where you have access.
And you can sign right up for that on the website too. So
super.
Free seminar, take a tour. You click that, and a nice calendar pops up. You select one of those dates when you're available, and then you show up and enjoy the experience. Please let me know. I'm happy for all of the comments that we've been receiving. This is it is like birthing a baby. If I could use that as a man, it's been chaotic in the back end. So if we make any errors or mistakes, please let us know on social media. We're happy to contact you and try and correct them. We truly are trying to make sure that you have access to financial services and the financial markets.
Absolutely. Again, a once lucrative area that only few people had access to. Is there a Facebook page, Instagram?
Yeah. So Arawak X, all of our social media, Instagram, Facebook is all Arawak X. So you should be able to contact us, find us. Like I say, if we're making any mistakes, it's because we're new and we're young and we're trying to do better. Please let us know. All feedback is good feedback, even if you tell me, about that I haven't responded in a little bit. But I say that to say, please feel free to interact with us. We are a young Bahamian company, and we're trying to make sure that our country is better for our children and our grandchildren.
Yes, absolutely. So important right now. So important. I thank you very, very much for sharing that. I'm always excited to hear about it. I have been making my inquiries on my own, and really just happy to have you on again to just talk about it, talk about what's available. Guys, this is super important. I don't care, if you have 3 jobs, you don't need that because then it's tiring. But so the thing is, then make wise decisions to get opportunity and access to wealth, where the real wealth lies, and grow that. I think Arawak X has something that you can start as little as $25 a week. Well, imagine starting there, but then eventually going even further in terms of what you invest and what you save, and having that kind of turn out pretty for you. And so, just again, go to the website, arawakx.com, go to the Facebook page, which is Arawak X, all of it, AX, I think it is. Go to the Facebook pages, like it, so that you can follow and be just be up to date about what is being said, the announcements, that kind of thing. And of course, we look forward to hearing more from you in the near future.
Well, thank you for having me on the show. I am always happy to reach out. Like I say, I'm a young Bahamian that is happy to come home. I'm trying to make a difference. So if you see me on the street, stop. I'll have a conversation with you if I have time. We have to make sure that our country is nice. So
for most of the people, or all who desire,
desire. Obviously, obviously, if you're not going to work, you get what's coming to you. But if you're working and you're striving for a better life, the society should provide that. So I believe that.
Absolutely, I agree as well. If you're hardworking and you want more, then more should be there for you to have access to. And let's all sort of climb that ladder together, yeah? And so I thank you very much. Of course, this is D'Arcy Rahming Jr. From Arawak X, who's been working extremely hard. He's also been making the rounds, trying to get the word out, and it has been hugely successful. A number of people that I've been told in making my inquiries and doing my own investigation have said that, they're already on board. And isn't that amazing? They're already on board. And so I thank all of you very, very much for streaming today. Again, reach out to like the social media handles, go on the website, sign up, get all your documents in, etc. And look out for the launch, the official launch of those 2 companies that will go live on Monday. And so that you can
Monday at 9 a.m.
Monday at 9 o'clock. Monday at 9 o'clock. I tell you that. So 9:01, 9:30, you in there because they on there, and you could just go there and look around and do what you need to do, and take advantage of the education that's available as well, the training that will get you just a little more comfortable with financial services and everything that you're doing. I thank you once again, Mr. D'Arcy Rahming Jr. If you have a final comment, by all means.
Well, I'm thank you for having me on the show. You're always so nice to me. You know, and it's your audience and what you do for your audience is amazing. And keep up the good work.
Thank you so much. And it's been my pleasure speaking with you on this, and especially something that all of us are interested in now. And that is simply, of course, making this life better for us and for our futures. And so thank you very, very much. Have a wonderful afternoon, by the way.
Bye.